Hey everyone, welcome in. Thank you for joining me. My name is Marlene and I am with A Room to Bloom. So I am going to say that I have a kitten up here really close to the screen. You are not able to see him right now, but so we'll see how this goes. But I do have a deck of cards in my hand. This happens to be the Spirit Animal Oracle, which I decided to start with today because I have little ones around me here. Anyway, so let's go ahead and see what message wants to come out to help you on your journey today. So I'll just shuffle these one more time so you can see I'm shuffling. Oh, the first card is Swan, and it speaks of grace. It says, "You who glides across the waters of my soul, bring me your wisdom and light. Help me transform into elegance and grace. Inspire me with dignity in the spirit of beauty." So lovely. So recently, I actually was somewhere and they had this really beautiful picture of two swans, and I ended up buying it, and I didn't really have a place for it, but I felt like it would be a gift for someone. And yeah, so that's why I kind of giggled when it came up here. And then also about a week ago, sorry that this is doing this, about a week ago, I passed a field, and there was a whole, I've been passing a pond that has a number of swans in them, but I was in a different area, and there was a field with all these swans in them, in the field, and it was really quite beautiful. I took a picture of it because it's really rare, at least for me, to have seen something like that. Okay, the next one we have is the hawk, representing a messenger. Spirit is sending you messages. Open your greater vision to see the signs. Focus on priorities and eliminate distractions. You have a bright future. Let yourself ascend to new heights, right? So are you being aware of the signs? Now, the first thing that I want to mention is both of the first two cards are winged, right? They're birds, right? And so messages from spirit like that. So keeping that in mind. Oh. Okay, so I dropped 4, but 1 is upright. So we're going to read the upright one. Here, hold on. And it is the hummingbird, and it speaks of miracles, okay? So I'm going to set these other ones down. I don't even know what order they're in here. But anyway, so it speaks of miracles. You are the joy bringer. You bless the world with positivity and love. Energy soars on your shining wings. Spread the miracle of happiness. Such a beautiful message here. Let me just help this little one down here. Okay, there you go, honey. Spread the miracle of happiness, okay? So 3 birds, right, in a row, right? Grace, messenger, and miracles. Very lovely combination, right? When you really think about that. Bring me your wisdom and your light. Open to the greater signs that are here for you, and be the joy bringer, right? Okay, on the bottom of this deck, we have lion, and it speaks of higher calling, okay? You have within you all the courage you need. Let go of the past and reclaim your majesty. You will find success and contentment with those by your side. Make noble choices for your life and for your tribe. It's really moving, isn't it? To just, think of things in that manner, right? Making noble choices for your life and for your tribe. And so that really does call us to say, when there's something that's coming up is this for the highest and best, right? Um, but I also really like those words. Is this a noble choice, right? There's just something about that, right? Is this a noble choice? Okay. Before I go any further, I was feeling guided to grab a Daily Word magazine, and I have a bunch of the smaller ones, and I just reached in and grabbed one. I did happen to grab a November-December issue, but it's from 2021, but we're just going to see what message wants to come out here today. Okay, we have thankful, which... okay, we have prepare and thankful. So thankful was the first word I read, and of course it was Thursday, November 25th, which would have been Thanksgiving. I am grateful. My heart is filled with gratitude today, a profound expression of my love and faith. I give thanks for all of my blessings, especially family, friends, shelter, and food. I also pause to appreciate everyday blessings, letting no small thing go unnoticed. I don't need to wait for a special day to give thanks. Gratitude is a way of life, a commitment I make to find the good in all situations, to focus my attention on those things I wish to see manifest. As I express gratitude for everything I have and everything I hope to receive, I open the door to abundant blessings. I pray in faith and gratitude, living in blissful certainty of blessings still to come. He took the 7 loaves, and after giving thanks, he broke them, and he gave them to his disciples to distribute, and they distributed them to the crowd. That's Mark 8:6. I want to read prepare as well. It says, taking time to prepare is an act of loving intention. If I plan to do some entertaining at home, I spend time preparing for my guests' arrival. This may mean tidying, creating space, and making sure I have enough food. I do this to create a welcoming environment and let the guests know how much I value their presence. I go about my preparations with joy, knowing the loving and deliberate attention I give is a gift to those who will receive it. I bring this sensibility to my spiritual life. I prepare by making time for quiet contemplation. I give myself a serene environment to practice the presence of God. I do not hurry the time I spend in prayer and meditation, or let the day's concerns and activities intrude on my peace. This is the gift I give to myself. It says, he who has prepared for us in this very thing is God, who has given us the Spirit as a guarantee. That's 2 Corinthians 5:5. So really lovely messages today. And I think it's interesting too with the word grace. Grace, messenger, and miracles coming out with preparing and being thankful, right? All right, so let's go ahead, and I'm going to move to a deck here called the Wild Offering Oracle here. And let's see what cards would like to come forth here to help you on your journey. Okay. All right, so we have despair, which falls under grace. It says, I need your divine intercession right now. Oh, great Spirit, lift the darkness from my soul. Free me from this burden. Open me to your highest plan. May I be a peaceful vessel for your love. And I love that this happens to fall again under the words grace, right? Help me transform into elegance and grace. So moving out of despair. Under messenger, what do we have? We have work. I am now available to receive all who can benefit from my work. Use me to relieve suffering on the planet. May all who need me find me. The divine is my complete source for all prosperity and will provide. That's really interesting, again, because it falls under the messenger card, right? Spirit is sending you messages. So Spirit's sending everyone messages, but everyone is not necessarily tuning into them. But everyone has the ability to do that if they slow their pace down. Slowing their roll is what's coming to me, right? Being still, quieting the mind, letting go of what is not, serving anymore, right? Focusing on priorities and eliminating distractions, right? So, so like the work here that I'm doing, it's the same thing that you can do even if you're not doing it right now. Some people are seeking answers, but they're still, it's kind of like living this double life, right? Here, doing the human thing and going and creating and moving forward and advancing, right? And in the spirit, it's like allowing, and so it's quieting, and then the messages come in. So it's being a medium for those messages to come in to help others on their journey. Okay. Under the hummingbird and the miracles, we have perfectionism. Permission to make mistakes is so freeing. It's the root of creativity and change. Allow me, divine, to make as many mistakes as I need. Free me from the prison of perfectionism. That's interesting, and that falls under miracles, right? On the bottom of the deck, we have service, which would go with the lion one, the lion card here, the higher calling, right? And so it says you stop using the universe to try to get what you want, and you start asking love to use you. You offer all and want to be of service. Ironically, many desires become fulfilled without grasping or manipulation, right? So it's having your energy flow, not having blockages, right? Giving and allowing, being able to receive, to give, to receive, to give, to receive, right? So the higher calling here is service. There's one other thing, as long as I'm here and I saw this, it says divine timing. The divine brings things in the timing that we need. Nothing comes before we are prepared, nor leaves too early. May I always trust your perfect and holy timing, dear Lord. So, there's something about that. So if you're feeling this way because you're not really sure about what's going on, if you can let go, right? Let go of the need to control and step into divine timing, which is flow, which is allowing, which is trust, which is faith, right? Having faith. So there is that card. All right, and then I'm going to take a card here from we're going to go to the empath activation cards, and then I have one more deck we're going to use here. All right, what message do you have for the collective here? Energetic center of gravity. It's a really neat card. The colors are really pretty on it too. All right, so let's see what this one says. The number on it is 5. 5 speaks of changes. Slow down, rest, and breathe. Your internal engine is spinning at an unusual, I'm sorry about that, unsustainable tempo, beloved one, and you have become ungrounded. Earth life is chronically fast-paced and overstimulating, which makes it challenging to stay fully present, calm, and grounded. This pace creates a vast imbalance wherein humans persistently operate in the red zone, with your internal engine continually running at high RPMs. This overloads your nervous system and it depletes your adrenal glands. In turn, your natural biorhythms go out of sync. Your body's natural instincts that tell you to pause, slow down, or rest get overridden. This is not the normal state in which humans are meant to function. During times of anxiety, stress, and overwhelm, life force energy moves up higher in the body, and it is easy for your roots to come unmoored from the earth, essentially unplugging you from your grounding. When your energetic circuit is broken, all that excess energy has no place to discharge, so it accumulates in the upper chakras. You are being asked to engage in essential self-care by taking the time to slow down, reestablish your own innate biorhythms, decelerate your RPMs to idle, and to reconnect your grounding by lowering your energetic center of gravity. Different cultures have different names for the home of this vital energy in the human body. It is called Dantian in Chinese disciplines. Cusco, sorry if I'm saying that, in Peruvian shamanic traditions, and Hara in Japanese medicine and martial arts. Lowering your energetic center of gravity means to drop more deeply into your body and allow the spinning, chaotic energies that have risen to the upper chakras to release, unwind, and to return back to their natural center of the body. I'm going to stop for a minute. So many times when you think of being anxious, right? It's kind of like you're out there, you're always thinking about something out there. But this is saying, when we start to settle that down, we feel like we can relax into ourself, right? Into our own body. This also has the effect of circulating life force evenly throughout your entire energy field. And most critically, it allows you to replug back into the earth. In the fields of biomechanics, engineering, and physics, a lower center of gravity equates to greater stability. If you practice martial arts, yoga, or other physical disciplines, you are probably familiar with the pose known as horse stance. In Asian martial arts, horse stance is an important fundamental pose. It consists of standing with legs bent deeply at the knees, feet wide, and the torso upright. This facilitates several valuable effects. It lowers your center of gravity, which makes it harder for an opponent to knock you down or to destabilize you. It creates greater flexibility because knees and hips are flexed instead of rigid, and you can move more fluidly from a stable position. It develops strength in the core, back, and leg muscles, which increases vitality and improves posture, and it boosts confidence. And it promotes improved balance, allowing you to shift weight from one foot to the other and to operate with more grace. Stability, flexibility, fluidity, strength, confidence, balance, and grace. These are the effects of being embodied, present, grounded, and having your energy center firmly seated in its native home. So again, anytime you are feeling, let's use the words beside yourself, out of sorts, right? could, like, let's say worry would be more hand in hand with anxiety, not necessarily stress, because stress can present as frustration or anger. So it just depends, right? But when you are not feeling yourself, it's like recognizing, it's almost like you're creating this like buzz in your body, right? Or it's like you just feel this buzz, and it's like, okay, I just want to settle in. Like, if you've ever been camping, anytime you spend time outdoors, that helps one to ground this extra energy that's in the higher chakras here, to ground it and to be able to find the balance in the whole body, the whole system, right? Okay, and then we're going to go to one more deck here. It says cards against negativity. I haven't used these in a while. Let's see what comes up here. All right, what messages do you have here? Today I am letting the little things go. Yeah, today I let a little thing go, and it's funny, a couple days ago I did that as well, and I just haven't gotten back to it. And I'm just like, it's all right, right? It's all right. So it says, when something small has upset me, I think, how much of my day shall I give up to this annoyance? And I remind myself that letting some things go means that I can make room for the things that make me feel happy and fulfilled. Number 1, tune in. How is your frustration affecting your body? Number 2, count down from 5 to 0, breathing deeply as a mini time out. The words that are coming to me with that, which it was not what I was thinking about for myself, but like the picking your battles wisely, because are you simply picking or nitpicking, right? And it's like, right? I'm not going to worry about that. I'm just going to lean into what brings me joy. Okay. The next one we have is walk this way for a better mood. Go outside for a walk. As you walk, count your steps. 1, 2, 1, 2. Think, oh, well, if you get distracted, and go back to counting your steps. Repeat step 3 as often as you need to. Like how many times you might mix that up, or you get distracted or whatever, right? It's just a pattern, and just keeps you outside in nature, right? Okay. The next one is 5 minutes is all I need. There's a song coming to me by Lori Morgan, and she sings, it's called 5 minutes. You've got 5 minutes to figure it out. Anyway, it says, think of something you need to do. Set a timer for 5 minutes. Do your activity for this time, whether you are enjoying it or not. When the timer sounds, choose to carry on or not. Be proud either way you completed your challenge. So, that is just it. Sometimes it's just getting started, right? And then once you're kind of in the flow of it, or you're on a roll, if you want to say that, you're just like, oh yeah, I've already made so much progress. It's only going to take another 5 minutes to wrap this up, right? And so sometimes we delay, or we make, a mountain out of a molehill, because we just don't want to do it for whatever reason. And so we delay and we put it off. And what comes to me is, like, if you have a teenager, for instance, who doesn't want to clean their room, and maybe they complain about it for a period of time, couple hours, and they won't, and it's a big drama. But then once they do it, they're done in 10 or 15 minutes, and the whole thing's over, right? So, okay, come on. So that's the message, right? So that is the message for today, I want to say thank you for joining me. I hope that you have an amazing day. Hope the message was helpful for you. Take care.